you know what? The fact that I wrote that as my get excited, I guess that's why I feel so good getting that done. How big of a deal is it? How much time is it worth? Drop it in the comments. All right. Hi, welcome to Atypical Weeks. My name is Missy. I skipped a week in there because I prioritized getting some other things done, but I'm back with a week 4 midweek check-in, and I'll kind of tell you how things have gone the past couple weeks. So this is not where I intended to start. Where I intended to start was here. So these are my quarterly goals for quarter 1. And I wanted to start here because I wanted to talk about the fact that goal 1, I may actually change the goal. The why is what's important to me. So the goal is written to support the why, and definitely the why is in place. I want to be healthy, strong, flexible. I want to be able to do stuff outside. I just moved to Oregon this year, and I have a kayak, and I have a bike, and want to go on long walks and hikes. And so I want to be in shape, and I am overweight. But the most important thing is getting in shape. So I'm considering changing that goal to just the workout habit type goal, because I think I know what to eat, and sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, and there's things I should eat, shouldn't eat, should drink, shouldn't drink. But I think the habit that I've never been able to instill lifelong is a workout habit, an exercise, a movement habit. So that's the one I'm really enjoying, and so I'm considering changing that. We'll see. My other goals, again, I follow the HB90 method somewhat, and also the full focus planner, the method that is used in the full focus planner. Both recommend no more than 3 quarterly goals. Little bits of it are different, but they, smart or smarter goals, they want you to quantify them. So these are a little odd to quantify. I don't know if I like the actual goals, but I'm happy with how this is going for the quarter, and will continue the way they are. One thing I'm noticing is a lack of, on my part, tying specific projects to specific goals. And I know this one, that makes it, it kind of by nature, it doesn't. But here, I have some tied to it, but I think I need more specific goals tied to this, or more specific projects. The whole project versus goal thing is just a peeve for me that I wish... everybody uses them all slightly differently, so it's hard to have conversations across systems. But let's get into goal 1. So goal 1, again, weight not going so well. Last week didn't work out every day. It was kind of in a funk, but I'm back on track. I'm feeling good. My eating was okay last week, but my, workout habit wasn't. And I think I've decided that that's, again, what I want to prioritize, and maybe we'll just let the weight fall where it may. My fat is going down. I'm doing strength training. So, I don't want to get frustrated on the goal and, throw the baby out with the bathwater. Oh, I realized I got to write in those stats. Well, you'll see those next week. All right, so I was interrupted by the dogs, so we're going to start here again on week 2. So this is the modified version of the task block summary from HB90, Sarah Cannon's Heart Breathing's planner. And instead of using the columns to come up with tasks, I have just been doing that kind of here. And I know this has been really ugly, and you'll see that I've come up with something else. But this I do like. There's not always a lot of hours, or, they're half-hour blocks. There's always not a lot for my health goal, which is the pink. The turquoise one is where most of my stuff should be, because that's my responsible family CEO kind of thing. And then this one needs some. Now, purposely, you'll see in week 3, I didn't spend a lot of time with Atypical Weeks. I figured I wanted to get some more stuff done here. I want to get caught up and ahead on some stuff. And then this is my everything else goal. So that's where Atypical Weeks goes. Got my hair done. I've started the Master Gardener program. And I have to really watch how much time I spend on planning for planning's sake. And so that was pretty good in week 2. Week 3, and I'm not going to go through my reflections. Week 3, I started doing my big 3, which is from Full Focus Planner. And I started to write them out. These are things I really wanted done, but weekly big three should be really what affects your goals. So things that are not necessarily just urgent, but also important. And so, still a work in progress here. These were still kind of, ugly, but again, I'm realizing I'm saying too many things to feel like I can kind of check things off and be successful in what I'm setting out for goal setting. So here's week 3. Again, still the most here, which is good. Still too much time here planning, but because of that, that's why I chose not to do a video last week. But I have been getting more done here. Actually, let's look. So that was 44 hours. That was 41 hours. So again, that extra 3 hours, probably you could say I took from there, right? Because that was, well, that was 6 hours last week. And then the first week was 36. So I am improving on that. That's good. That's where I want to be spending. I guess I should have a goal maybe for what this should be, now that I'm thinking. You're seeing a whole bunch of dog hair. So let's go back to where did we end up on those weeks. So this is my kind of measure and track the goal. This, I don't know that it's really even necessary. I keep trying different things, but this is where I kind of am keeping track of where I am quarter-wise at the end of each week, what I've gotten done. So what I've been getting a lot done is on finances. Actually, I'm filming this Thursday, January 26th, and I just finally got the rest of my HRA claims turned in. They're slowly starting to I'm getting reimbursed from, but the way that my HRA works, they put money in each month, and I've had all these medical bills built up that I need to get submitted. Finally, new funds arrived. Everything is submitted that I can submit. I need to go back through and make sure I didn't miss anything, but I kind of feel a huge weight from that. So I still have other financial stuff to do. You noticed I estimated taxes and some other tax things I've got to do. Still keep avoiding that. But this is going well. This is going well. And this week, this is going to take a big jump forward at the end of this week, because I've really been getting these guys both. My paperwork files, stacks of paper. I know nobody else has stacks of paper or bags of paper when somebody comes to visit and you throw everything that's stacked on your desk in a bag or in a box and you got to go through it later. That's what, I don't want that to ever happen again. So that's what this is all about. Feeling really, really good here the last few days. So, you know, been working on my paperwork backlog and my organization. Yeah, feeling good. And then this one, again, I don't know that I would do this again. I'm going to continue it for the quarter and just see how it goes. It's so subjective, but I've really been feeling good. I rate my balance 1 to 5. I rate my intentionality of what I'm working on 1 to 5. Monday was just like a phenomenal, phenomenal day. Tuesday was good, but I needed to run a bunch of errands and it really affected my flow, and I just couldn't get it back. And then yesterday I had some appointments and stuff, and so I still was able to do things, but time slipped away. Still feeling pretty good about that. So this week, oh, and in week 3, instead of, you know, I wrote the things on here, but week 3 I started trying to do this, and I don't know if I even kept this up, but I have goal 1, I was trying to do all these things, and goal 2, trying to do all these things, and I got a good number of them done. And then goal 3, I was like, really, in order to get that balance in, let's work with timers, and I think I got one little check mark. End of week 3, I don't know if any of that got done. Maybe the paper backlog, I got some done. So I did that again this week, but I said I really need to slim it down. So I reprinted my forms. And a lot of my appointments this week aren't happening. But this was my brainstorming. I kept feeling like I was writing the same things over again. So I reminded myself, this is brainstorming. It's not a list to work from. I pulled my big 3 out of it. So far I'm working out daily. My points, not so good. Tracking time, doing well. Again, this is Thursday. I'm filming this. So I put in these little, keep these light. I can't do everything I want. So I work out every day, track my points every day. Points, because I'm on Weight Watchers, haven't been great. But working out, again, I keep paring it back, paring it back, paring it back, and, you know, workout might just be the thing. Here, I said 5 things max, because even when I had this, it worked well. They were nice and specific. It was too much. So this week, 15 or more minutes on upkeep, house upkeep with a timer, an hour or more working on my paper backlog, because that's when I really want to get knocked out, up to an hour working on organizing my office supplies and organizing my office. What's really happened, I think I've worked on this an hour and a half each of the last couple days, maybe, yeah, and then this one I worked a lot on Monday, but I knew that this wasn't the most important thing. This stuff and some of the other tax stuff is more important, but I cannot tell you how good I feel getting, I had just piles of office supplies and, you know, just a little backstory if you didn't know. I was living in Southern California almost all my life, sold our house in July that we lived in for 22 years. We bought the house up here in 2018, so it was just a vacation home, and I was here through 2020. So I had a fully functioning office up here in my tiny little attic, and then I had to bring everything up from down south, which was not in good shape when I packed it. So I just had stacks and stacks. I mean, when you look at my Post-its, it's comical how many Post-its I have. So I knew that this is not the most important thing, organizing office supplies, but getting the office cleaned up, I feel so good. So this stuff got translated onto those Post-its. I found a new favorite thing. So my little phrase here, no project is important enough to lose track of time or work without timers, except for maybe taxes, which I'm still avoiding. I've been really good about working with timers this week. I had bought this time timer thinking it'd be helpful to see the time, but you're not looking up, you know, you're still just going to go off just like your phone. My new favorite thing has been using a Spotify sleep timer. And when the music goes off, you know your timer's up. That has been working really well for me. And I'm using a digital planner. I'm not quite ready to share, but I'm trying to find my flow between digital and paper. My problem when I go with a digital planner, not on iPad, not Write-On, but like an app, I tend to put way too much in there and then overcomplicate it, and then I back off and then it just dies. So that's why I always tend to go back to paper. But this time I think I might be finding the right balance. So here's where we're at so far this week. My goal is really to be working out earlier, which it's 9:45, and I haven't. I'm really trying to get this done before 9 o'clock. I'm finding if I don't, then that's when I don't do it. But I wanted to get this filmed since I didn't get it filmed last week. And here you can see the paperwork I did on Monday. I did a lot of housekeeping on Monday. Pink is my Monday color. Orange is my Tuesday color. Again, this maintenance and organization, that's where I'm working on the office supply stuff, the office organization. This is feeling really good this week. Haven't marked anything here. I haven't been on Instagram, so I miss a lot of you guys. I'm not seeing your stuff, but I just really needed to back off and plan this. This planner work, as I mentioned, I've been doing a little bit in that digital planner app, and I will share that coming up soon when I feel like I'm at a point that I can. So that's about it. Oh, the other thing I did was I made this on the back here for my review. My reviews have just been kind of free-flowing, and this is mostly the Moxie Life questions. The excited for I got from Katie Sanders from her YouTube channel, and I like that. So like my reflection from last week, I just wrote it up. I was excited for getting the office supplies put away and getting my closet organizer, which somebody's building for me, which has not happened yet. You know what? The fact that I wrote that as my get excited, I guess that's why I feel so good getting that done. And I'm just kind of going rambling for now. So we'll see how this comes out. How are your plans going? Are your goals for your month or quarter or week, whichever way you plan? Are they going as you thought? I swear I'm not going to throw music behind this. That is what takes a lot of the time, and I just don't think it's worth the payoff. Every time I've said that, I hear my ambient noise around and the way my voice sounds. I like it a lot better with the music to kind of muffle it, but I'm not going to take the time at this point to put it behind. Tell me in the comments if you've watched more of my videos with music and this one will be without. How big of a deal is it? How much time is it worth? Drop it in the comments. All right. Thanks for being here. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.